What's up, y'all? Another Bible study, Bible reading, 2 Corinthians 11. I wish that you would bear with me in a little foolishness, but indeed you are bearing with me. For I am jealous for you with a godly jealousy. For I betrothed you to one husband, Jesus. He's the groom, we're the bride. So that to Christ I might present you as a pure virgin, undefiled, blameless, holy. But I am afraid that, as the serpent deceived Eve by his craftiness, your minds will be led astray from the simplicity and the purity of devotion to Christ. For if one comes and preaches another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if you receive a different spirit, which you have not received, or a different gospel, which you have not accepted, you bear this beautifully. They just take it, they just accept it. People preach false teachers, and they were just, okay. They believed it, accepted the stuff. For I consider myself not the least inferior to the most eminent apostles, to the main apostles, who were with Jesus. But even if I am unskilled in speech, yet I am not so in knowledge. In fact, in every way we have made this evident to you in all things. Or did I commit a sin in humbling myself so that you might be exalted? Because I preached the gospel of God to you without charge. That's a question. Because I preached the gospel of God to you without charge? I've robbed other churches by taking wages from them to serve you. Now, Paul didn't actually rob other churches, but they were sending support to him while he was ministering to the Corinthians. And he wasn't taking anything from the Corinthians, as I'm about to read. And when I was present with you and was in need, I was not a burden to anyone. For when the brethren came from Macedonia, they fully supplied my need. And in everything I kept myself from being a burden to you, and will continue to do so. As the truth of Christ is in me, this boasting of mine will not be stopped in the regions of Achaia. Why? Because I do not love you? God knows I do. The boasting of the Macedonians helping him. But what am I doing? But what I am doing, I will continue to do, so that I may cut off opportunity from those who desire an opportunity to be regarded just as we are in the matter about which they are boasting. See, they were false apostles, boasting like they were Paul, or like they were James and John or Peter, but they weren't even preaching the same Jesus, the same gospel, with the same spirit. For such men are false apostles, deceitful workers, disguising themselves as apostles of Christ. No wonder, for even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. Therefore, it is not surprising if his servants also disguise themselves as servants of righteousness, whose end will be according to their deeds. See, it's not about what we say. It's not about what we claim. See, anyone can claim to believe in Jesus. if we really do believe, we really have faith, it's going to show through our actions. People are going to be able to see that light shine through us. If not, there's an issue with your faith. Again, I say, let no one think me foolish, but if you do, receive me even as foolish, so that I also may boast a little. In foolishness, in his weakness, whatever weaknesses he had. What am I saying? I am not saying as the Lord would, but as in foolishness, in his confidence of boasting. Since many boast according to the flesh, I will boast also. For you, being so wise, tolerate the foolish gladly. Being so wise it's kind of being sarcastic. Or maybe he wasn't. For you tolerate it if anyone enslaves you, if anyone devours you, if anyone takes advantage of you, if anyone exalts himself, anyone hits you in the face. To my shame, I must say that we have been weak by comparison. See, he wasn't able to just put up with it like that. But in whatever respect anyone else is bold, I speak in foolishness. Just as I am just as bold myself. Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they descendants of Abraham? So am I. Are they servants of Christ? I speak as if insane. I'm more so. Listen to the stuff Paul went through. In far more labors, in far more imprisonments, beaten times without number, often in danger of death. 5 times I received from the Jews 39 lashes. 5 times. 3 times I was beaten with rods. Once I was stoned. 3 times I was shipwrecked. A night and a day I have spent in the deep, in the ocean. I've been on frequent journeys, in dangers from rivers, dangers from robbers, dangers from my countrymen, dangers from the Gentiles, dangers in the city, dangers in the wilderness, dangers on the sea, dangers among false brethren. I have been in labor and hardship, through many sleepless nights, in hunger and thirst, often without food, in cold and exposure. Apart from such external things, there is a daily pressure on me of concern for all the churches. Who is weak without me being weak? Who is led into sin without my intense concern? If I have to boast, I will boast of what pertains to my weakness, the foolishness. The God and Father of the Lord Jesus, he who is blessed forever, knows that I am not lying. In Damascus, the ethnarch under Aretas, the king was guarding the city of the Damascenes, in order to seize me. And I was let down in a basket through a window in the wall, so I escaped his hands. And that's the end of 2 Corinthians 11. May God bless you guys.